if I didn't have my mentor, because I tried it on my own and I would avoid it. So like, especially when you're getting into coaching, I wasn't a business coach at the beginning. I was like a coach, and I thought coaches were stupid also. So that also had junk goes around. I wanted to help people, but not believing in myself in that anyway made it ridiculously hard to even talk about it. And so it was so, like at the beginning, this is how I just work on my website, like, because I was a geek, right? So I'd work on my website, like not go talk to anybody. I didn't make any sales, who knew, right? And my mentor, when I actually had him and he pushed me to do it no matter what anyway, because I really wanted to do a good job. That's pretty much the only reason why I didn't go back to a corporate job, to tell you the truth, I swear. He made me cold call, and I had hated sales beforehand because I tried being a Kirby vacuum cleaner when I was a salesperson when I was broke and thought sales was horrible, like horrible. I would never be one of those people ever. And he tried to show me a better way of doing it. I didn't realize it was literally feeling like banging your head against the wall the whole time. So cold calling, people would hang up on me. I would like literally almost cry.
Oh gosh.
Because I wanted everybody to like me also, and that was one of those things where I'm like, no, I'm really a good person, right? But my worst one was, it was my first networking event. And there was like 400 people, and I'm in the middle of nowhere in Maine, so there's not a lot of networking events. And I think the governor was at this one, so it was really, really big. And I like had just gotten my business cards, and
you're a real business
I was
now.
like, that's what they do. You're supposed to. I don't have business cards now, which but that was one of those things. So I get there, and I see the sea of people, and they seemed like they all knew each other, and I literally knew no one, and I'm like shaking and turning bright red. Right?
Good. Good start.
I'm like, okay, good. So I sit down because I didn't know what else to do with myself. So I sit down, and someone sits next to me, and I did not stop talking to them the whole. Like I was like, because I knew that if they leave, I'd still look awkward by myself sitting there again. Like I literally I like followed him around, and I was supposed to. Like my mentor had given me all these. Oh, we'll go talk to 10 people, try and get this many sales calls, blah blah blah, and I'm like. And I have a friend, and he doesn't like me, but that's okay, because we're gonna stand right here, right? It felt so awkward and horrible, and I didn't ever want to, like I remember going back in my car and being like, never want to do that again, I never want to do that again. Like I got visibly anxious anytime I thought about going back to a networking event, and which is crazy because people don't see how far I've come either. Like you thought I was an extrovert, but I rock networking events. Like because I know I can talk to the people that are introverts that are on their phone and doing the same thing, and they're like, yay, somebody's talking to me, right? And you can actually make connections, and I've used a lot of the stuff that's in the book that we agree on times 10, even though we had to learn the hard way, of tactics that just make it so much easier, so that way you don't feel like an idiot, even when you're bright red and crazy. So if I can do it, you can do it too.